Hey friends and family and fans. Today is Sunday, April 22nd, and this is video number 3 of my VSG Journey. Just want to say thanks again for everybody's support and all your comments and everything from last video. So today, let me give you my stats. Right now I am at 209, so I've lost 21 pounds since surgery on April 3rd, 2012. And that's a total of 51 pounds since I started losing the weight before surgery, starting back in like November 2011. So, woohoo! I'm excited for those stats right now. Yeah, 10 more pounds until I'm in Wonderland. And I haven't been in the 100s in a long time, so that'll be exciting. Last night I went out with some friends and was able to fit into an extra large top instead of like 2X and 3X, so that was exciting as well. I have lots of other smaller clothes that are waiting to be worn. My advice on buying clothes while you're going through something like this is to hit up yard sales and thrift stores and ask friends for hand-me-downs, because honestly you're going to be dropping so much weight so fast that it's really not going to be worth it to go spend money on cute clothes in the stores. Wait until, like 6, 7, 8 months down the line, when things start to taper off, or whenever the weight loss starts to taper off for you. So yeah, I have like 2 totes full of really cute clothes that I got at yard sales, and been saving a heck of a lot of money. So just other information. Right now I have no pain. I was lucky to not have a lot of pain. My pain pretty much subsided about a week after surgery, and I was able to start sleeping on my stomach about a week after surgery, and so that was cool. I was in the hospital for 3 days, and then 3 days after that I was taking my pain meds, and then after that I didn't need it anymore. Hiccups do still hurt a little bit. Coughing and sneezing doesn't hurt. Once in a while, if I bend or twist the wrong way, I'll feel like a little pinch, but all my pain is gone. My incision sites, they're healing perfectly normal. Everything's looking great. What else? So I am taking my daily vitamins. They are chewable vitamins, and I do take a daily antacid pill. And what else? I'm supposed to be taking in at least 30 ounces of fluid, and that can be water, Crystal Light. I guess chicken broth would still be considered that, but I still am not craving chicken broth, so that's not in my diet right now. What I do really love is iced tea, and unfortunately that does not count as my fluid intake. But I get tired of water and Crystal Light. So yeah, there's that. On the flip side, I am not doing too well right now, to be quite honest. And I've shared this with a few people. And like I said, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. So just remember that everybody's journey is going to be different, but this is what's going on in mine. I'm supposed to be taking in, like I said, 30 ounces of fluid a day. And then I'm supposed to be taking in 30 grams of protein through like a shake or a drink, and then 30 grams through my foods, which are very, very limited right now. And I'm not really doing either. I am hardly eating anything. I'm actually quite amazed at how I'm able to operate right now without hardly eating anything. What I found that really sucks for me is my taste buds are really jacked up right now. I can get barely anything in my mouth to eat. And so even if I do, it might not sit so well with my stomach. But right now, um, I'm allowed to have eggs, cheese or cottage cheese, low-fat cheeses like string cheese, um, yogurt, low-fat cream soups, soft tofu, and baby shrimp, um, and beans. I can have non-fat refried beans, and so I prefer the black beans. Those ones are really good. Um, but I've even gotten sick of those. And then I had to call my doctor to tell him what was going on, and I was still feeling really dehydrated. Not to the point where I've had to go into the hospital and get an IV or anything, but just really cotton mouth in the morning, and feeling a little weak throughout the day. And I know that that's the lack of hydration and the food. So when I called and spoke with the nurse, she said I could go ahead and add tuna to my diet, which I'm not supposed to add for like another week, but she gave me the okay. And the tuna was pretty good. I could take that for like 3 days, and then I got sick of that. But like the eggs, I mean, I can season things like regular, and I mean, you don't want to make it too spicy, but I had beans one day and ate like half an ounce, and then I was like done, and I was like, ew. I tried a couple different kinds of soups. I tried cream of mushroom soup. I had that for 2 days, and then I'm like, gross. Um, the beans I was able to handle for 3 or 4 days, and that was okay. And I would sprinkle some cheese in it and melt it. Um, I can't handle the cheese by itself. So it's really weird, and it's really difficult um, to not be able to eat. I mean, I know that because of this surgery, I don't need to eat as much as I used to, but I certainly need to get in the required protein because while my body is still adjusting to all these changes, I still need to get in the proper nutrition um, so that I don't jack my body up even more. Because, my end game is to lose all the weight to get to a healthy weight to be able to get pregnant, and I need my body to be in good working order to before I get pregnant. So, yeah, so I'm not doing good with that at all. It's kind of really bummed me out for about a week, has made me regret my decision for about a week and a half. Um, but I know that um, I know things are going to get better in the future, and, light at the end of the tunnel and all that stuff. And, I got to remember my whole reason for doing this. But it's been really hard. And like I've been sharing with my friends and family, I have a really good, I have a really great support system with my friends and family, but um, and I really appreciate the 6 months of classes that I've had to take through Kaiser. They really do educate you like nobody's business, with everything that you're about to go through. Um, and they bring in guest speakers, and they share their experiences with you as well. But um, I cannot express enough that no matter how many classes you take to prepare you for this, no matter how many guest speakers you have, no matter how many people you talk to who gone through these procedures before you, there's absolutely nothing that can prepare you. Um, for what you're about to go through. Um, it definitely is. Um, it's definitely a life-changing, very, very drastic thing to do, because it's not just to your body. There's just trying to wrap your brain around things and trying to understand, and knowing that there are things that you can't do right now, and even things you can't do in the future. Um, if you want to do this right, and I do, um, but there really is nothing that can prepare you mentally for this. Um, I know some people have had really great journeys, and typically the first couple of months really are the hardest. Um, it really is the hardest time while you're adjusting to everything. Um, and I know, like I said, things are going to get better in the future. But it really sucks right now not being able to eat anything. And I don't mean that by like, oh, I'm so hungry, I want to eat. Um, I really feel no hunger, but it's just knowing that I need to feed my body, in order for it to operate and to be healthy. And it just sucks that my taste buds are like, no, you're not putting that in your mouth today. So, please just, keep me in prayer. Trying to keep my spirits up. Um, it kind of sucks to have to kind of, with everybody asking, oh, how are you doing? How are you doing? I don't want like to cry on their shoulder, everybody's shoulder, and oh, I'm going through this and that and the other. And, so I just tell them, I'm doing okay. I'm having some struggles, but, um, anyway, yeah, so that's what I'm going through right now. Um, I have tried, to prepare my foods in different ways, but it still just kind of sucks because eating just isn't agreeing with me right now. And then I'm not getting in any protein via protein shakes and everything because, like I said, I think I mentioned before, my protein shake, it tastes really bad right now. I used to love it before surgery. I used to chug it down for breakfast with a fiber bar and some fruit, and now I can't even drink it. It's too chalky because you're forced to drink it in smaller amounts. So I have to go to like GNC or the other health stores and find other forms of the protein. The nurse did suggest some stuff, like there's shots of protein. I do have a friend from my class who she tried it and said they were all kind of nasty, which has made me leery about trying them. But I know that my taste buds are, going to be different from somebody else's. So, I just need to buckle down and try it out. Um, yeah. Another thing is, I haven't been exercising as much as I should. Um, I've kind of been making excuses for that as well, and I know that I shouldn't. But I plan on getting back on track next week. My exercise comes from me walking home from work, which I work 1.5 miles away from my house. So, um, excuse me. Um, so yeah, so there's that. Um, what else? I think that's it for now, really. I know it's kind of a depressing video, but I'll say it again. I'm not going to sugarcoat things. I want to share my experience with other people just so that they know some of the things that they might go through, and just so my friends and family know how I'm doing. So I think that's it. I'm going to make another video just to let you know about like the whole surgery experience and all that stuff, and about what I learned in the Kaiser classes. Stuff you may want to look into, because I know other insurances don't make you go through as much stuff as Kaiser does. But I'm grateful that I went through the 24 weeks of classes to learn what I did. So that's all for now. And thanks for watching, and feel free to post comments and questions. And I'll see you soon. Thanks.